First thing I do in the morning is I get up, I leave the house. When you come out here, you look across the street. I've got a vision board in real life. If this thing doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. I've talked to him a couple times. He made his money in real estate and development, so it's kind of a little before and after. Let's get going to the office. Hello, hello. We ready for Monday meeting?
Oh.
Do we have any of our numbers?
Nope.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Good morning. Did you just roll out of bed? What are you doing?
My curtains came in and I gotta go over some paperwork.
We got that apartment at noon.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to Menards or whatever for the podcast stuff? We got to get the wood and the carpet and the whatever.
Oh, yeah. No, we could do that today. All I have really planned is paperwork in that noon meeting.
All right. Oh, an hole in the parking lot. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna head out to the bank. If you have a good relationship with your bank and your bankers, it's gonna go a long way. I mean, anybody can fill out an application, but when they see you, they know you, they talk to you all the time, it makes it just a little bit easier, and they might try just a little bit harder to make it happen. I personally do the business banking in person just because it gives us that personal touch, and I think that's important. So we're here at one of our projects. We have one guy here now doing like touch-up stuff and finishing. I'm hoping we're done soon. If you're any familiar with Detroit real estate, the first thing to crumble is always this patio. It snapped, it broke up, we just redid it. Looks great. Knock, knock. Come on in. There's not much left to do here. The house is pretty much done. You know, drywall, paint, floors, doors. Just kind of walk through the house, take a mental note, check where we're at. That should be a black plate. You can see we did black light fixtures, we did black doorknobs, we did black electrical. We put LVP down, if you can see it under the paper. Painted everything. New doors, new hardware, all black, obviously. Black, 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 kind of doing just a black theme of the house. A reminder, this is a rental grade house, but you can see, I mean, this is a very nice faucet. It's magnetic, it's got the sprayer on it, you got the black electrical. We even did black grout in our tile here, which actually looks really clean. I'm happy with that. Black knobs.
Oh, yeah.
We even did this black, which gives it a nice trimmed edge. We got to put a light bulb up there, and then we're hoping to find some black covers for these, black here, and we're going to play with that and see how it looks. This is about a 95% finished product. We've got multiple of these that we walk a day. Just make sure that everything's looking good and the project's moving and it's keeping on. These are the panels. So we got 100 of them, 50 and 50. We're working on a podcast studio. This is our rough design so far. It says they expand.
Yeah, they'll get way bigger.
You think so?
You know,
Smell
like,
that. What is that?
Smells like paint.
It's like fucking paint fumes.
How crazy that this little thing turns into that.
That's vacuum sealing.
I mean, already, if you think of that little package, and now look at
Yeah, that's true. It was like this. If you do not do content, this stuff would probably not be part of your daily routine, but we're doing a lot of content, and for us, it's a worthwhile investment. Right now, it's a cost leader. It loses us money every week. It loses us money every month, but we're telling our story, number one. We're documenting the process for everybody. And number two, hopefully it gets to the point where enough people are watching our content that, you know, people call us, hey, I want you to work on our house or do our project or whatever. So long story short, when you have a business, you got to invest money to make money. We're going on another appointment in a minute here as soon as Frank cleans out the van. This is kind of our home base throughout the day. We check back in here. Everything kind of happens out of here. So we're at the office again, and we're about to head out to a cool apartment project. So we're on the way to look at a new project, apartment building. Somebody is buying it. They want us to renovate the building. Not as large as our 50 unit. I think this one's 16 or 17 unit if I remember. So I got Frank with me, obviously. Connor in the van. We are going to check out that apartment and see what's up.
I think this is the same.
This is the one we talked about buying.
Yeah, I think this is the same damn building. We're in the same neighborhood.
It is. Me and Frank talked about buying this one previously.
It's right on the edge of, what's over there? What's it called? Boston Edison.
Yeah. This area is just a little too not there yet for me and Frank personally to invest in.
A little raw.
But if you have a long-term hold plan, it's a great area in the next 2 to 5 years, because this is what's going in.
Yeah.
I mean, these are nice houses.
Brand new.
This is all new windows. I mean, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars in windows. It's a good up-and-coming area. It's just not there yet for us, but it takes people like this buying this building and doing the bigger buildings like the ones ahead of us before people will buy these single ones and do those. So it's a good move in the right direction. This is the project we're here to look at. We're going to put a bid together, send it over to the client, see where it goes from there. So what's the story with the client?
So out-of-state investor, but really looking to do multi-units here in the city.
Okay.
So this is the first one that we're actually looking at. He's very excited about this one. Yeah, but I'm not gonna venture far.
That's fine. We'll take it from here. Do you have a rough budget he's thinking?
Between the 2s and the 3s.
When you think Detroit real estate, this is a lot of what you see in the investment space. It is what it is. This building's what, 90 grand?
Yeah.
So I mean, where else in the country can you buy 16, 17, I think, units for under $100,000? Even if it costs him 200-300 grand to rebuild it and he paid 100 for it, you're just not.
We were talking about why did they take the brick, and I said, well, we're working on 2 apartment buildings. One's a duplex, one's an apartment, but we need some of this brick. So somebody obviously needed a lot of brick.
For the record, we don't strip the buildings.
No, I said how an unscrupulous, thing to do, but there's 5 or 6 of them down around my grave.
You can tell that they took just the bottom half.
Yeah.
Because this is new window.
Yeah.
Not something you might have to think about in other parts of the country, but when you're investing here and you're doing this, you got to make sure like this stuff is boarded up at least 2 stories up.
But I'm over here on this house, working inside of there, and I'm scrolling through the YouTube, just on lunch break. I see this guy and that ugly mug right there. So I come running right down. I said, it's the YouTube guys. Ran all the way over here, and you guys are out here.
We're downtown, about to grab lunch. It's one of our favorite places to go. We're not downtown too often because we don't really work downtown, but when we are, we love to stop in here, grab lunch before we head back out for the rest of the day. We're at Menards. We're looking at different finishes for the top of the podcast table. I don't like that color though.
The yellow?
Yeah, it's like yellowy. I really like this first one.
Unfinished? Look all right. So that's the table.
They got a lot of carpet here. It's an important tip. You might not think about it, but brand consistency, huge thing. When we pick out a carpet, it's the same color carpet that matches the colors of the company. It goes in all the offices. Every office building gets the same color carpet because it's brand consistency. When you think about our office, it's a black building with orange awnings, orange type on the outside, and then a black-orange carpet. Brand consistency is huge. So we just got back to the shop. We got our material in here for the podcast stuff. We got to go inside, make some phone calls, do some paperwork, more like admin, secretarial type stuff. This podcast is not going to be a one-day thing, but we were able to get all the stuff today. We got it here. We'll work on it over the course of, the next couple days, maybe the next week, get it all set up. But we can't do fun things like the podcast if we don't take care of the chores. So we're going to take the afternoon and do a good bit of that stuff now. So it is 6:45. We're headed to the last house of the day. Everybody's out of the office. We've closed it down. We've picked it up. Everybody's gone. We're gonna go to one more house.
Show us what you want to do. Sure.
So there's a couple of projects. The main one is electrical. Other than that, the lights here, the outlets, and the garage opener, and the flooring. Last one I have is work.
Oh my God, that's worth a picture right there.
Yeah, it is. That's a bad one.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. Let me see. Oh my God, that's insane. That's got to be moved.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody flagged that. Well, if you're good, we're gonna get out of here.
Yep.
Again, I appreciate it.
Thank
It's
you.
good to see you, and we'll get this to you. All right, so last house of the day, my house. It's about 8 p.m. You guys have been with us for 12 hours now. Started almost 13 hours ago. So, that's the average day, 10, 12, 14 hours. I'm done. We'll continue tomorrow.